Hello everyone, welcome to Crochet. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the lace clusters. I made a sample. Look at this, it's so pretty. There. This stitch is multiples of 6 and we're just gonna add 5 chain. Okay. For this sample, I'm going to chain 24 plus 5. I made my 24 chains. I'm going to add 5 more. We're going to double crochet 4 chain from the hook. 1 2 3 4. Make 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet into that same stitch. We created a V-stitch, and then we're going to skip chain 2, 1 2, and into the third chain we're going to make half double crochet cluster. To skip 2 chain, 1 2, into the third we're going to make half double crochet cluster. 1 2 3 and 4. Yarn over and grab all the loop, chain 1. You're going to skip 2 chains, 1 2, into the third chain, make 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the same stitch. We are making another V-stitch. And skip 2 chains, 1 2, into the third chain you're going to make half double crochet cluster. 2 3 and 4. Skip 2 chain, 1 2, into the third chain, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Skip 2 chain, into the third chain, you're going to make like cluster stitch. We're going to make 4 half double crochet together. Skip 2, into the third, yarn over, insert your hook. That's first, yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch. 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch. That's 3, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch. That's 4, yarn over and grab all the loops, chain 1. Skip 2 chain, 1 2, into the third chain, make V-stitch, double crochet 1, chain 2, and double crochet 1 into the same stitch. Skip 2 chains, into the third, make a double crochet cluster, half double crochet cluster, 4 times 2, 3, 4, yarn over and grab all loops, chain 1, skip 2 chains, 1, 2 into the third chain, make 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the same stitch, and 1 double crochet into that last stitch. That is the end of our second row. No, that's the end of our first row. For the second row, you're going to chain 3, and in this chain 2 space, or where we have our V stitch, we're going to make our cluster, half double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook in that chain 2 space 4 times, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, and on top of this half double crochet cluster, on top of that chain of our half double crochet cluster, make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet into that same stitch or space. Yarn over, insert your hook into this chain 2 space inside our V stitch, insert your hook in there and make half double crochet cluster 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over and grab all loops, chain 1, and V stitch on top of this cluster stitch, make a V stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet into the same stitch, yarn over and half double crochet cluster inside the V stitch or chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and V stitch on top of the chain space of that stitch on top of that cluster. So double crochet 1, chain 2, and double crochet 1 into the same space, and just repeat. Half double crochet cluster 4 times into the chain 2 space, all where inside our V stitch, make a V stitch on top of this cluster stitch, chain 2, double crochet 1 in the same space. We have one last V stitch here, so yarn over, make half double crochet cluster 4 times, chain 1 and double crochet 1, into this last, so we have this 1 double crochet into the next stitch where we have our double crochet in the beginning, make 1 double crochet. That is the end of row number 2. So row number 3, chain 3, and remember, on this stitch on top of that cluster, so this is our cluster, there's a stitch in there, insert your hook, make 8 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet into that same space. And jumping over into this V stitch, make 4 half double crochet cluster, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and double crochet, yarn over, double crochet 1 on top of this cluster chain, chain 2, double crochet 1 in that same space, and in this V stitch make half double crochet cluster, yarn over 4 times, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and V stitch or 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet on top of this cluster stitch from the previous row, double crochet 1, chain 2, and double crochet 1 in that same chain. In this V stitch, make half double crochet cluster, yarn over 4 times, 1, I keep pulling my yarn, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, and V stitch on top of this cluster stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, and in this V stitch yarn over 4 times and make half double crochet cluster, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, and 1 last V stitch on top of this half double crochet cluster, make 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and 1 double crochet on top into the third chain from this chain 3 that we created from the previous row. That is the end of our third row, and that is the end of the repeat. For the rest of your of this pattern, you're just gonna keep repeating 2 and 3. It's very easy, so just keep repeating 2 and 3 over and over until you have the size and length that you want. I'm going to do one more time, and I'll pause the video and I'll make a few more rows. Row number 4, we're going to repeat row number 2, this row. So chain 3, in this V stitch here I'm going to make half double crochet cluster. I'm going to yarn over 4 times in that V stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1. I keep chasing my yarn, I apologize for that. Just one step. And in this stitch on top of the half double crochet cluster from the previous row, yarn over, insert your hook, double crochet 1, chain 2, double crochet 1 in that same stitch. And in this V stitch, jump over there and make half double crochet cluster, yarn over 4 times, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1. In this stitch on top of this cluster, make 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and just repeat. You're going to make cluster inside the V stitch and V stitch on top of the cluster stitch. Skip this double crochet and double crochet 1 third chain from that first chain 3 that we make in the beginning, and that is the end of row number 4, which is a repeat of row number 2 right here. Again, this pattern has 2 rows repeat. Just keep repeating rows 2 and 3. I'm going to pause the video until I have enough size for this swatch, and I will be right back. I am back and I made just 13 rows. Look at that, it's so cute. Here's the white one so you can see better. And that is all, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Until next time, bye bye.